Hello all. Everyone's getting in early, it seems, which is nice. Thank you. Abby, that is understandable. Can't catch all of them. Let's hop right into it, shall we? All the way into it. Yes, that button still works. I had to re-download my streaming thingamajig, and my audio just got messed up because I tried to talk and nothing happened. But it seems to be working now, which is good. This is one of those ones where I'm going back through maps that I've already passed by with broken links, trying to find them. Which I think is like the third time I've had to do this. But I have a handful here. We'll get through them for thoroughness' sake. And this gives Penguin that juicy data where he might be able to get maps and trim down the map hole for shit that doesn't exist anymore. Anyway, starting with it's T.S. Eliot Preludes, which frankly I didn't find. I reached out to Ant himself, who has kindly provided it. Apparently it was well buried. But this should be all set up and I can launch straight into it. So I was reading these comments before and apparently there shouldn't be sounds playing, so I guess there shouldn't be any audio. So I guess I'll put volume at 0. That's certainly the impression I get from that comment anyway. I do love it when I manage to mute my mic before I sneeze. Sure, that would have been unpleasant for everyone. Audio, none. I guess MP3 audio might be there. There's very little to this, so I don't think I should have to change anything else. Did I have to hit apply? Oh, apply. So it's going to be quiet. Note that I'm not actually going to go through what the poem itself has in it. That is beyond the scope of this course. But I went and read it before I played this. Before I started streaming. And this seems about right. Oh, he also included the poem. That's good. I mean, I'm hoping I'm right about not having any sound playing, since he said that himself. Also, he spelt chimney wrong there, so clearly this isn't a copy-paste. Is that the rat? Is the rat supposed to be the cab horse? I also saw some comments to the effect of there is a part where the camera moves too slow. I don't know whether he ever fixed that. Supposedly this was for an advanced English assignment, according to the README. Which, I could see that. Seems more interesting than I ever did anything. Seems more interesting than anything I ever did in English. But then, I never had a chance to map. At least, not for school. I did a lot of mapping in school. Shame so little of it saw the light of day. But when I went and visited parents on the weekend, I, let's say, came across the hard drive of one of the laptops which may have maps on it. And by came across, I mean I pulled that thing out, because those laptops were all broken in their own ways anyway. They're years old. If this hard drive still works. I don't know whether there are maps on it, but hopefully there are. I just need to get something I can actually use to get into it. That is an amusing story. It's not morning. I was hoping to see scientists, but I could imagine in the context of an English class, maybe not just including Half-Life in this thing. Do you feel like this could be paired with some kind of dramatic scoring? Well, maybe not dramatic, but some kind of scoring. I've always wondered. Actually, I prompted this discussion between myself and some friends fairly recently, and maybe I'm just an idiot, but do you think movies are scored after they're edited, or are they edited to match the scoring? Because to be honest, I could see it either way, but they seem pretty confident that it would be I think edited and then scored. Gordon's alive. Yes, I just mixed my references. Also, I guess I don't know that this is Gordon. But it's in Half-Life, so it's a given, right? No, I think a skybox is what I intended, if not necessarily the most fitting. I mean, the first one was just space. What are you expecting? I'm trying to deduce if this is still going or not. I thought there was slightly more to the poem. On the other hand, that fade seemed to be. Let's maybe assume that was it. I mean, there was certainly more light than when it was dark. And the poem itself, talks about, the morning. So I'm going to assume that he meant that to be, like, lightly lit. Morning light, if you will. And, let's face it, Half-Life doesn't come with a whole lot of skies. Maybe you could have added one. I feel like most of those textures are custom. Look, I don't know. Ask Ant. He probably knows what he was thinking 14 years ago. It's not my place to be interrogated about it. Alright. DE ignorance. I'm going to give the usual disclaimer that I have to almost purely pick out these maps based entirely upon, like, does the screenshot look like this is the map? So hopefully this is, the map. Because I can only be so sure. Alright, D. Ignorance. Nope, I'm doing that wrong. They seem too loud. My headphones turn up too much. Ignorance. Oh. Start looking at chat and miss the fact I fucked up. That could be gold source. I'm gonna give myself that one. Just means more work. Models. Models? Wait. Is there a models folder? Okay, I'm just gonna copy this. If it doesn't work, it's not my fault. I was gonna go and get rid of that map, but really, what's the point? It's full of shit I won't play ever again anyway. The odds of me happening to pick out one of the maps that don't work at all be no better than me picking up something like fucking... See, I don't remember the name of any of these maps. I know the map I'm thinking of, but I can't post it as an example because I have no fucking idea what it was called, because why would anyone remember that? It had big ramps, and that's about it. Now I task you with going back through it and looking through every one of my videos and figuring out exactly which map I'm talking about. Don't do that. Unless you want to. But I still wouldn't recommend it. Alright. Oh, tactical hints posted right here in the map. Most of the people would put this in a readme. But no. Oh, read the contents of the crates. A number of hidden Easter eggs, some with small rewards. Yep, whatever. Oh. Getting strafed. Footstep sounds in this game always struck me as weird. Having a very clearly gold source thing in the middle of your source game. Is it just to ease people into the transition? Since everyone played Counter-Strike, seemingly. I'm gonna guess all of those doors, presumably, don't work. Right. And to read the contents of the boxes, that one implied that it had medical supplies, but it did not. Is that even a thing? This sure seems like a dust clone. Like, whatever else they were trying to do with this map, it sure seems like a dust clone. At least, heavily dust inspired. Alright, and square sewers. Completely nondescript square sewers. I'm sorry, there's a bit of assault, not assault, militia in this as well. How did I miss that? Oh right, because you can barely see it. really a other spawn point. Which I guess surprised me to some extent, but there's so much map behind that. Why does this room look so shit? It's probably the single texture being used throughout. Now I think about it. Oh yes, smooth stone, bricks. I guess on the most part this map isn't that bad, but it's the same dust aesthetic that we've seen a million times before, and there's some spots that look worse than that. Go figure. Is that a sprite? It's not going to let me find out one way or another. This room isn't a whole lot better. Well, that's the ignorance. CS Arctic Warehouse. That looks... I think that looks sauce-ish. A bit in the middle. I'm gonna go with sauce. At least it's just a thingy BSP. That's the word. So not hard to move if it's wrong. Went completely the wrong way, didn't I? Okay. So lining all the hostages up. They're awfully resilient to shots in the head. Okay. Oh, I actually wasn't expecting that to open. Alright, we'll get to there. I want to investigate this inside first. Did I come up these stairs? No, came up the ramp. The stairs lead to the same place. Door just shoved me away. Oh, and I'm back here. More windows. There has to be an actual exit, right? Yes. Okay, yes, that seems redundant. Those look very much like the mines signs in Half-Life. Just wondering whether I was doing a stupid thing. Why is this clipped? Like, sure, here I can understand, you don't want people to get stuck, but here? There's nothing there. That's annoying. I'm not even 100% sure why. Just seems like you should be able to get up there, is all. That must be a very thin... The fuck was that? Must be a very thin rock wall, I was gonna say. Apparently you can't get in there. Now, this doesn't seem like a terrible map. Maybe a little simplistic, like in some indoor parts, but I've seen far worse. You can't actually use this gun, can you? think of it, are there tanks in funk tanks in Source? And Counter-Strike, rather? Counter-Strike or Counter-Strike Source. CS Retreat, which does the helpful thing of just straight up saying what kind of game it's for. CS Retreat. Smart me would have some idea how many Counter-Strike Source maps are going to be in a string, so I could just leave it open and not reopen it every time. This one was kind of difficult to identify from the screenshots because they're from completely different perspectives. I should stop killing hostages. Gets me nothing. Leaky doors. This would seem to be something in the vein of militia. Maybe not as brazen as some maps, but they're using the themes of militia.
Roger that.
How did I miss that staircase? Where is this? Oh. The bleeding obvious. Alright, these aren't the prettiest displacements I've seen. And this blends like shit. But it's not Lingo. Hey, well, okay, the texturing is kind of garbage, but I think one of the birds is on the floor. Don't mind me. Getting very minor audio cues from out there. Trying to take preventative measures so they won't be as fucking loud as they usually get for no goddamn reason. There's just not a whole lot to this. Pretty rough displacement, and this board looks kinda cool, I guess. Even though it relies on crates for cover, and we all know how I feel about that, along with the rest of humanity. This river isn't indicated in any way. You can barely see the water unless you're at a distance. I don't know. It's awfully large. Must be said. Nope. Can't go that way. Maybe there's a place for a large map like this. Like I'd say, it almost comes down to whether or not you can inch your way up any of these mountains, because I could see being up on top of one of these. I don't know, maybe that's intended. Just gonna say it might make it unbalanced, but as to some amount, that's condoned. Okay, that's CS Retreat. It's largely displacements, isn't it? Before we get to CS Street Crisis, I will be back in un moment. Alright, apologies. CS Street Crisis. CS 1.6, good to know. One day I'm gonna have to actually clean all this shit out. Let's just leave it all there and go, hey, what's a bad name? Aim, get some. What the fuck's that? Except I'm not likely to ever do that. I have, unfortunately, I was going to say forgotten the name, but I remembered it. Because I found it. That's my story. Alright. I remember what gold source is like. Nope. Nope. Maybe just what this kind of mapper is like. I knew there'd be a street somewhere on this map. That's alright, although probably illegal. I recognise one of those brand names. That's an annoying ladder to go down. Okay, we're getting into the bunch of corridors that all look the same. Those are big beds. Which always goes down well. Someone placed one identical man in each one of these. Reception of this hotel that has like 3 rooms. Maybe that is the only way across there. Is there no entrance to this building? Presumably the rope is for transport. Okay, there's nothing on this building at all. It's just the rope. Ah, the box store. I don't know why I innately expect bathrooms to be interactive. And there's hostages here as well. And a door that doesn't really work. Well, pool, if you want to go in a pool. Fair enough, that's Street Crisis. At least it had some variety in its buildings. Some. CS Militia Pure B1. Remake of CS Militia. There are many more things we would like to add to the map, however, all the... He was assassinated in the typing of that description. Speak source. Probably? No, wait. That would be a displacement, surely. Surely. Then there's a nav file. I don't remember which games have the nav file. I need more clues. Wait, it says CS source. That was wrong. That should be a displacement, but it isn't. I specifically opened up the games to think, how do these look different? How can I identify these better from the screenshot so I don't have this trouble every time? I thought I came to some conclusions, but I still mess it up, so... Clearly it did not help. Alright, sure looks like CS militia to me. Must be a bathroom. There's a breakable wall only in Geo. Or am I... There is a breakable wall, right? In one of these. You're supposed to be able to get over that. I can't decide if it wants to be a cave or not. Sure. Gotta remember your ear protection. Yeah. Clearly there's nothing of interest further in the building, because this is just CS militia. Except rocky. Is the other path only in Geo as well? Guess I haven't seen the original militia in quite a long time. But I'm willing to believe this person had no ideas of their own. Except for this fucking... I guess that's meant to be a tunnel with very smooth walls. That is yet flush with the... whatever, this is just militia. You like CS militia? Well, we've got another one for you. AIM AWP ACW. Not sure what ACW means. This CSS map is an A map with AWP only. Setting is a dust-like world with a lake and some campfires between the both bases. Fair enough. AIM AWP ACW. A crappy world is the best I've got. Yeah, that seemed loud. Oh, maybe I do have my headphones up. Or maybe this gun is just louder than I remember. Okay, absolutely not using displacements at all. It's good. Bunch of grenades in the bottom of a pool. Hang on. Can this seems doable. Maybe it doesn't. Said you can buy weapons, but it will be difficult to do. I can't imagine where the buy zones are. Don't think I care. DE Boshi. This one I could not actually confirm from screenshots alone that this was the map that I was downloading, but it did label Haboy as the maker, so I'm assuming this is it. I have nothing more to go on. Boshi. That's the name of the jerk. Yoshi. in Super Mario RPG, and that's my point of reference. Radio is not interactable, that's just what it is. That is a quick teleporter. They're just dancing. Clearly these two partied too hard. I can't impact these in any way, can I? Okay, that window is a lot more solid than I thought. Okay, clearly there's some outdoor considerations. There is a use key in this, isn't there? Or is that just not a thing in this one? E. Maybe it just doesn't make a sound. Okay, some questionable choices surrounding that bush. Didn't go this way, did I? Did you actually go outside? It's just always concerned how the hell this truck got here. And where it was coming from. Or going to. This doesn't seem like the area a truck like that would be at all. Did you load fuel up into this building? Something. Oh, this is where I got teleported to. Which I guess means I've done the circuit. It's a strange map. I think it would come down to the gameplay, which I am not qualified to judge here. I'm leaving knife marks on this plant. Very strange. I wonder if time and effort whether you could climb the tree. Probably not. Alright, Day 13 by Playbus. Short Half-Life 2 single-player scenario. You're Gordon Freeman, surprise. For the last 12 days and nights you've been incarcerated by Combine in a re-education facility. Day so far you've been forced to partake in simulations, fortunately so far have been somewhat harmless. Easy if you know how, very hard if you don't. That's promising. Go in a separate folder, or is this just a series of maps? VCD. I'm not familiar with VCD. And this isn't a maps folder, so presumably yes, it can just work as is. AIN? Not familiar with AIN either. Installation instructions, that's probably what I need. 3 BSP files to maps, AIN to graphs, VCD to scenes. Okay, that's exactly what I needed to know. Day 13, 3 parts. Maps, graphs for these AINs. And scenes for the VCD. Right. Happen to know this particular series of maps has a sequel. But I don't think I've ever heard of Day 13, so... I guess we'll see. Uh-oh. That bodes poorly. Let's try that one more time, and then if that doesn't work, maybe I'll try and open up the other parts. Despite missing, I'm sure, critical plot. That doesn't involve just killing a bunch of combine. Right? This is quite annoying. At least gold source would give you some idea why it's crashing. Whether it's helpful or not. Alright, let's try opening part 2, I guess. Maybe it's a problem with that particular map. Could be a oh, never mind. I should probably have guns by this point, shouldn't I? Ow. Or a suit, or... maybe I'll... Look, we'll just have to piece this together. Let's just cover all the bases. He got me with that saw blade again. This is a nightmare to get out of. Take more damage than I remember. Are they supposed to die in water? Oh, they do. I just thought that was a nice touch. I don't feel like you see that very often. Okay. It's nice to know. What am I hearing? Does he have a rope coming out of his spine?
We were looking to join you, Dr. Freeman.
Probably not missing a whole lot. Why is there a very tiny missing texture?
Pardon me.
Just use these guns I'm probably not supposed to have. And then not. Shit. Oh, god damn it. Impulse. Wait. Yeah, whatever. Let's speed this section up, if nothing else. And I'll remember to quick save. I feel like every time in the main game when they gave you a crate full of grenades, just because he needed to use them. Maybe with some exception. Thank you. Wow, he gave me all these guns. Just firing that. I suppose there's not much threat when I'm god moding it like this. Are these guys spawning endlessly? Or am I just not seeing where they're coming from? Oh, I see.
Reload, Dr. Freeman.
No. Tell me what to do. I'm invincible, damn it. Did I go up here? If there is anything up here. Oh, there's a teleporter out here, so... Clearly wasn't expecting that. And then this map crashes. I was joking. Are you going to load? Come on, see. Half-Life 2's been out for a while. Shouldn't take this long. I don't think it's loading. I don't think it's going back. Hopefully I can actually get into the thing and kill it. Half-Life 2 delete. That didn't work. Half-Life 2 delete. There we go. God, at least I know exactly what the Half-Life 2 task is called. That could be tricky otherwise. Let's see if it opens up like this. Nope, it just straight up crashes like that. Well, we got to play one part of day 13. Who knows how that mod actually is? It's not a mod, is it? Whatever. Apartment rats. Where are we? This one. It has taken 6 months, 34 revisions. Done. This map is one of our largest maps ever created. This be Half-Life Deathmatch. Wasn't going to be my guess. Go on. Called Apartment Rats. And yet I bet there isn't a single rat model. Oh god. Sure sounds like a tank. Oh, also death match. So, there we go. What is that? Is that just the sound he chose for whatever this thing is? That's fucking terrible. And awfully pervasive as far as that goes. I hope that isn't the only ambient sound. Because it's still awfully audible even at that distance. That's not a good... The hell is in that cup? Right, okay. I mean, from some of his other maps, this person clearly had questionable sense of humour anyway. Ah, another sound. I wonder how annoyingly... I wonder how far away I am from whatever's making that sound.
Rapid corridor now activated. 5 seconds remaining. 4 seconds remaining. 3 seconds remaining. 2
Rapid
seconds
what?
remaining. 1 second remaining. Rapid corridor now deactivated.
Oh, rapid corridor. I get you. That seems like an awful lot of warning for such a... Oh, whatever. Okay. It's something about that seemed like it was interactive, but I didn't know what. Frankly, I'm still not sure how I did that. Oh. Fair enough.
Power assist movement.
Okay. Guess that joke only plays once. Right. The hell did I land on? Also, where's that supposed to launch you? There, maybe. Hit this teleporting it. Oh. Fair enough. Okay, those switches don't do anything. This isn't the best one of these I've seen. That much is certain. This is strangely elaborate though. And, oh god. Has some problems. Wonder how he did that. Well, that's this map. Guess that's not gonna work the way I want it to. I could probably survive this, right? Not that that helped. I don't want to bother finding a way up there. That's apartment rats. Next up, a very similar concept. I feel like maybe I've seen this map before. I was making this map for original CS, border CSS. Maybe it's not quite the same. I do feel like I've seen this map somewhere, which is weird because I don't think I ever played CSS online. Unless, was this one of the? Was this in one of the tournaments? This is CSS, wrong place. There we go. Because it's definitely familiar. I feel like I can't have had many opportunities to play Rats maps because I don't know. Rats maps, right? I feel like I liked the idea of Rats maps, then it turned out that everyone was doing the exact same thing. There's definitely more branded things in this than I seem to remember. Maybe this isn't what I was thinking of. And yet, I don't know. I just don't know. That's a footstep sound that was never meant to be heard for very long. Okay, good. Error. Yeah, I mean, no, even if I don't remember this, it's one of these. It's not much in the way of surprises here. Also, Counter-Strike is hampered with the fact that you can't just drop long distances. Which is... I don't know. Rats maps are weird. So saith me. Weird. I wasn't expecting that to happen. I believe it. But this could be a popular one. Oh, yeah. I saw the ragdolls there. DE Middle Ages. This is another one that I was not 100% certain that this was the map I was looking for. But I had to go with it. I could not find a matching screenshot, so I found I downloaded it anyway. Hopefully this is the sort of thing. DE Middle Ages. Alright. so far seems to be playing with the palette of brown and grey. So I think the screenshot I saw was somewhere around here, so maybe this is the right one. If not, hell, looking at a map, that's something. Let's stick to the right. Seems like the kind of path you'd see the other team on. So I'm guessing CT spawned somewhere around here. Maybe right here. I have the power to test this theory. Well, these doors work. Just in case you weren't aware that this was point B, spray painted it everywhere. I guess all of these types of doors work. Yeah, that's the other bomb zone. Maybe it's just the bomb zones, maybe those doors work. I think I might have seen the whole map now. That's unpleasant. Fair enough, that doesn't seem terrible. A little plain as far as the theme goes, maybe, but fine. CS penetration. This looks a lot less fine. Regular Counter-Strike, that's not where that goes. That's where that goes. I'm seeing a prevalence of crates on a very flat outdoor ground, so measure your expectations. Okay. There's ambient sound. It's got that much. This is very officey. Uh-huh. Yeah, it has the ambience down at least. These indoor areas look a little bland, but otherwise. Alright, door that looks the same as other doors that you can open that you can't open. Which I think is a valid sentence. How do you get down? Have I missed a staircase or something? Oh, right. This one. Maybe those sounds are a little too prominent. I can't remember, can you manually define the radius of a sound? Or is it just the small, medium, large radiuses? Alright. Where the counter-terrorists spawn. So it's no doubt going to be on this side or the far other side. Box room. That's a thin door. This map is bigger than I was expecting. I'll give it that much. I don't really know what I was expecting, but frankly the screenshot does not do this map a whole lot of favours. Also there is a lot of boxes being used as cover, which is just lazy. Guess that doesn't do anything. I reckon CT spawn this way? Tell you what. Let's find out. Yes, that was correct. I don't know about these cars. I guess they're not bad for gold source. Yeah, alright. What the best car I've seen in gold source has been. I feel like Archie did some good ones in what was it called? Crosswire? Yeah, that's it. Those trucks anyway, which is all that was in that. Yeah, I mean, like this area, this is not the best area. That blocky rock thing, the completely flat ground, and all the boxes littering the ground. CS Siege, you say? Can't say I'm familiar with that. But I'll take your word for it. Apprehension. Which is a Sven-Cult map and not a Half-Life chapter. So, once again, hopefully can be played by a single person. Have not had any problems in that regard thus far. Except for that one break-free map. Which is apparently a whole thing, and probably a good thing that that is not playable by a single person. Sven-Cult, that's what I'm looking for. Alright. SC Apprehension. Sven-Cult takes that slightly longer to start up than all the other Gold Source games, but then I guess it is working on its own thing. I don't know how much control over that I actually have, because there's certainly some things that could be improved that seem like they aren't, like that map browser just now. Assuming it works the same, I guess I didn't actually test it just now. But it looks exactly the same. Alright. Apprehension, you and you.
A bad feeling about this mission.
That must be the squad. You and a squad of the oh, shut up. You and a squad of the toughest mercenaries have been sent to a remote area in the Black Mesa complex. The team of scientists have been captured by an elite terrorist group. Your mission is to rescue the team and not let any of them perish. Use your squad and your weapons wisely. This isn't your average rescue mission. Move out. I'll bet it is.
Quiet down. Sure, we can do more damage that way. I got your six. Moving out, Corporal.
It's in our average rescue mission. And yet I shot the first vent I saw and it worked. How different could it be?
Okay, check it.
Why did I come here?
Clear this area. Boy, this is some first mission.
No. I was kind of expecting that to be the actual way to go. God, you guys just get in the way. Can you guys... Can these people even follow me? Or are they just flavor?
The current situation is looking pretty grim.
How do I get through that door? Button!
Alien alert. Mr. this mission.
New respawn, I don't know why I'm being so careful. Free life, I'm ready to go. Didn't stand a chance. Yeah.
Only
So I get to
girls
come
with
back
the
here
balls
every
to
time.
see me now.
Jesus. I don't think I can turn on a god mode, but I can use impulse. Probably. Just to
When I was getting short, I've got a
view
bonus
this
assignment.
easier. That'd be the right one. Sven co-op's weird. Why am I using this? No reason to go down here, I guess. Nope. That does not look like a button. Also, I have only the vaguest idea where I'm going. Seems about the level of quality that I've come to expect from the Sven co-op maps I've seen in the vault, though. Yep, except for the fucking invisible wall here, which is partially visible judging by the particles coming out of it, which would be an invisible texture rather than a clip brush, wouldn't it? I'd better just check that there wasn't two buttons here, given the texture's changed on one side. Oh, there are in fact 4 buttons. That's real dumb. They don't even look like buttons.
We got
Ow. Okay, I don't have as much health as I was expecting. Keep selecting the wrong weapons. Yet every other button I've pressed opens up stuff. Even when they didn't look like buttons. And yet that one, which looks the same, isn't a button. God damn it. Hey, you guys, how about you actually be useful?
this whole operation. You got it, Corporal. I'll be right behind you. Let's get the hell out of here. Affirmative, sir. One kill.
Well done. Oh, maybe they can... Can they do the thing? No?
I'll stay here and await further order.
Where'd the other bastard go? What the hell are you doing? I'm assuming someone can open this door. No?
Guard duty, huh?
Did I open a different door? Yes. My fingers are cold. It's chilly this morning.
Status.
Yeah. There's gonna be robots. Somehow already have some of these weapons.
Status is green.
I don't know what the best weapons for these things are.
Danger. Engage. Engage.
Why did the terrorists have robots? Oh, oh. A little bit framey there. Oh, I found a scientist, man.
Brain and your brow weight.
Don't know why, but... Why does he bleed? Oh. Don't appear to be doing any damage. Also, it's pretty clear what that's a reskin of. Oh, right, you can't jump with these. Another one of you.
Let me take care of that wound for you. I don't suppose you'd reconsider.
This works. No. Wait, why are the robots shooting this thing? Surely they're on the same side. Have to remember where the hell I went.
Right away, sir. At your command, sir. I will not fail you, sir.
Seems like this actually helps in this game. Oh. Forget which button that is. I suppose there's buttons up there, aren't there? You know what? I'm good. I think I've seen enough. Can't imagine there's a whole lot more to that. Water Burials by Imus. Half-Life 2 single-player map where Freeman has been dropped in to pick up an artifact of importance. Gold mine are also after it, and they follow you to it. Water Burials. That's right, I pulled that out and it was called Boathouse. So hopefully this is the same map. I guess I can't guarantee that it is, but it should be. Everything else about it seemed to line up. Oh god. I misdrank. Map. Boat house. Water Burials, the Laguna artifact. I suppose it could be Laguna. I missed those objectives. Why is this a ghost train? With real lights. What happens if I go this way? Nothing. Okay, good to know. Artifact is in the open but disguised. Don't have a oh no, I do have a suit. Of course, I was looking at my hands. A spotlight or a laser? Club. Is the artifact a head crab? There we go. Ah. How the fuck did something explode? Is there something explosive at my feet? Go so well for that guy. Just flinging bed frames around like nobody's business. Pardon me. Oh jeez. There was a lot of sparks to come out of a steering wheel. Okay. This building has already been on fire once. It's not really a building, is it? It's a structure. Yeah, the description definitely mentioned the coal mine. Okay. some ammo left. Like some more, frankly. Probably can't shoot him through that. Train sounds. Why are there train sounds? Look, it was a train somewhere on this map, but it wasn't there. See why I took the screenshots of these look kinda cool. Whoa. Is that the artifact? Am I breaking the artifact? Well, that's one way to find out. Emanating blue smoke, it has to be an artifact. That's the definition of artifact. How do all these zombies get up here? Zombies have the intelligence to not wander off? Because it seems like they wouldn't. I'm getting thrown off by all these making a use sound things. Also, I have no idea what I'm looking for. The description was quite vague. All I know is that whatever I'm looking for is in the open but disguised. Also, this is a bad way for a tunnel to go. In fact, that looks like shit. Oh, god damn it, it is frozen too. Hang on. No. There we go. Probably means I've missed the better part of this, haven't I? I mean, really missed so much. I have no idea what I'm looking for. Why do I hear fast zombies again? Oh, because there is a fast zombie. Was a fast zombie. Probably be handy if I had any idea what I was doing. Oh, sorry. That was me. Come back. There we go. Oh. There's this whole second floor and I don't know how to get to it. Well, whole second floor, I know how to get to this part of the second floor. You can get out of this particular room though. Still don't understand why there's train noises. There's nothing to make train noises. I don't know if I have any desire to spend any more time with this. Be a complete lack of direction. Yeah, I'm not gonna give this any more time. That screenshot is about the coolest thing of this map. So, yeah. Surfhawk B08. Get to fling myself at a surf map again for a few seconds. I remember that I can't surf. Like, at all. Oh, good. Come on. There we go. Surfhawk B08. I don't remember what else Imus has done. Could look at its list. I did not read that message today. No, it's still in beta, so if you... It's still in beta, after all this time. Oh, right. That's me. Excite 100. And just straight up failure. Heavy freestone. There. It's like the timer that gets set at the point of... Yep. Well, that's... I'm probably not going to get that far again, so let's just leave it there. Hang on. 5th. Hang on. Imus. Maps. Oh, right, night things. Those maps weren't that great. Atmospheric, maybe, but... yeah. Played questionably. Certainly has a theme, doesn't he? Fair enough. The Spirits bomb diffuser map set in and around a cathedral. Spirits. That one. CSS. Yes. Curious. The screenshot does it. Makes it look alright from the outset. Let's see if that holds up. Oh, why did that minimize? Spirits. Here we go. And again, lots of things can look good when you create them into a postcard-sized image. When it's a world enveloping you, let's see if it holds up then. I always like some good video game rain, just like I like regular, not video game rain. vanilla rain, if you will. Alright, this looks alright. Some nice variation in these buildings. And, architecture. Lighting even. This seems alright so far. Get into this grassy area. Yes. Okay. It's just good to know that you can. To high taxes, yes, probably. I am going through maps that I have already passed, but managed to find off-site. So, as far as the official count is, we're already past these ones anyway. I gotta admit, there's a good sense of scale. This is a properly big building. I'm edging around the outside of it, but yeah, this it's about as big on the inside. Might surprise everyone to learn. Something should happen there, but it's clearly not one of those maps. This is probably the... oh, yeah, it's still crates. This is probably the most visually striking Counter-Strike source map I've seen so far. Does it play good? I don't know. I can't judge that here. But I like the look. I guess this all leads to the same place. Bomb target there. Still resorting to crates in the odd place again. Could be worse. At least the map isn't full of them. I don't think you would keep crates in a tunnel. I feel like you'd put them in a storeroom or something. Is this the same area again? Fair enough. I think I've seen the bulk of DE spirits now. And there's the other bomb zone. I like that. It's a pretty nice looking map. Yeah. Let's wait out the rest of the stream. Actually, let's see. If that organ doesn't reach the floor, is there? There's no chance of that being interactable in any way. Nah, probably not. Alright, CS Palm by Suri. This will be gold source, because it looks like relative garbage. No, we did Counter-Strike maps. Then I don't know what a lot of people did. Skip, I suppose. CS Palm. this rate, the soft drink I bought myself will last me exactly the entirety of my stream. Which I appreciate. CS Palm. Here we go. Some kind of bamboo house. Fair enough. That looks like... Well, actually, yeah, no. Don't mind me. Trying to process things in my head. All works. That's not a bad skybox. I don't know about that wind sound, but I feel like that doesn't match very well with the bird noises. Let's see, can I... This is seeming unlikely. Okay, no, that's clipped. Not this trench either, but... Okay, this is clearly where the CTs spawn. This will no doubt be heavily clipped. Sure is. Thought it was a corpse for a second. Make a habit of mistaking plants for corpses. Whoa. Big vehicle. Probably not that unbelievable, to be honest. Yeah, this is intelligently clipped in such a way that it's basically a box, for all intents and purposes. It's either clipped or illusionaried in such a way that it's probably a good thing for CS. Not necessarily what I want, because I want to jump out of the map at every given opportunity. Yeah, I can see. Where's this go? Oh. Yeah, I guess all these routes actually ending up just basically in these roads maybe wouldn't be the most fun to play, but I kind of like the atmosphere. Can't say anything too bad about the lighting. I mean, it's mostly outdoors. Yeah, I think it feels tropical enough for what he's going for. Except for this sound. I don't like that. That doesn't feel like it fits at all. Fair enough. DE Pariah, which is the last one of these I found. Oh. Just for the record, though, I'm going to show off the list, because I do one of these about every 100 or so broken links, because that seems like a fair place to go and search these out without making it too much of a pain in the arse each individual time. But yeah, just to display the fact that I believe I started looking for these somewhere around here, and most of these comments are the ones that I did find. So there's a hell of a lot of maps that just don't seem to exist anymore. or at least, you know, not anywhere easy to get to. Maybe someone has these mirrored somewhere or something, but for the most part, not a huge loss, because there's a lot of like problem maps and so on that aren't really worth having a record of. On the other hand, it's a shame that that stuff doesn't exist anymore, because for like, what's the correct word? Like social documents. It's nice to have that stuff purely to be like, this is what people were making. I mean, that's half of why I'm doing this, to show off maps throughout the ages. Turns out a lot of people made a lot of shit, but there is some good stuff. And that shit is valuable in its own way anyway. D.E. Pryor, wasn't it? There's a kind of structure that exists in real life, having these girders attached to the outside of a building. Seems strange. Guessing clipped, yes. Okay, so far this map seems to be setting up precedent that if a door is open you can go through it, and if it's closed you can't. That's nice when they draw those lines clearly. Okay, this is very, very CS Office-y. Insofar as it's using the CS Office textures and it looks like CS Office. And we're back on the street. Map done. There could be I think something's telling me there's a open, outside area on the back of these buildings. It's probably because I'm in it. I'm living it. I mean, there's nothing. If you really wanted to play one of these maps, you could get the people together. If, everyone actually wanted to. But it's not all about, how many people are going to play it necessarily. There are a bunch of people still making Gold Source maps, and there can't be that many people playing Gold Source anymore. There's value just in making them. And seeing them. Someone put time into this map. Whether or not a lot of people saw it then, or now, even. Because I'm only going to look at this once, I'm probably never going to play this again. But it's nice to look at it. I wonder if this ledge... That's a very thin ledge. Also, there's no reason to go around there, but I want to break the map. I'm going to assume that wherever this ends up being clipped, it's clipped all the way up. Because why wouldn't it be? Bit of a roof on there. There's no way that was going to work. It has some hints of what's the map? Compound? I think it's Compound. I don't remember what the name of that map is. Alright, that is all the ones that I found. Focus assist. Whatever. I digress. That's all the ones that I found. I did download a bunch of extra ones because I wasn't expecting this to take so long, but there is about 5 minutes left, so I might as well load up one or two. If it is willing. DE complex. I'm going to delete all these except for Preludes because I don't know if that's mirrored anywhere. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but you never know. Let's move all of this stuff out here and slap Preludes back into that. Okay. DE complex. Just Counter-Strike source, so it's right here. Why did I... Oh boy. Let's pretend that never happened. Did I say complex just now? That is a map, isn't it? Wasn't a DE map. Hang on. It would be in this list, wouldn't it? Oh no, compound, not complex. Of course. Well, that map doesn't work. Fair enough. I have nothing more to say about it if I can't play it. CS Edifice. 16-player hostage rescue map. Counter-terrorists, rescue hostages, of course. Here's how you play Counter-Strike. That's not... Ah, right. This link does not work. This got added to the list. That happens. Scouts Dirty. A dirtier version of Scouts Knives. I mean... What are you gonna do? Is this source? It's got nav and res, so let's say maybe it's source. I don't think there's res files in Gold Source. I say entirely uncertain. Wait, but there aren't WADs in source, are there? My uncertainty is justified. I just considered making Counter-Strike maps, but sort of that thing where unless the layout really works, there's very little point. And if you were going to make a Counter-Strike map that didn't have a layout, you might as well make a fight yard map or one of those maps that run bags on because they're garbage and you can slap them together in 5 minutes. And there is some value in that if you actually put the time into it, but if I was going to make a Counter-Strike map, I would try to make an actual Counter-Strike map. And yet at the same time, I don't really want to come up with a good layout or anything, so I guess what I'm getting at is I don't actually want to make a Counter-Strike map. Which is why I haven't.
Alright, let's move out.
Okay, this looks good so far. You know, I have never actually played the original Scouts Knives. So if this is a complete rip-off, which it certainly purported itself to be, let me know. I'm guessing it probably is. I've considered using face rig, but is that... I can't tell if that's a dumb thing to do or not. probably is. And maybe that's exactly why I should use it. I don't know. I'm still debating this idea. 'Cause I'm certainly self-conscious enough that I wouldn't show my real face. Yeah, there's this map's. You've seen that map. Good old fight yard maps. We have a little bit of time. I will look at one more. Namely, choreographed scene. I make a scene with talking people. We'll extract this in a Half-Life 2 file, because it contains a custom scene, which you can look at in Face Poser. Source is weird. 3729. Scene example, maps, end scenes, Half-Life 2, Half-Life 2. Is scenes. I guess that last map that actually had scenes, I never actually saw any of that. Core. Oh, we found the core. Where did that come up? It's supposed to be an example of custom voices in a facial animation. What's the word? Lip sync? I have no idea. Map. Cool, that's right. Did I fail to trigger something? This red line sure seems like it should be doing something. Console scene missing. I did copy that, didn't I? With you. Scenes with you is missing. It's not. It's right there. That's very strange. That sure seems like it'd be something it could find. Maybe I'll try reopening Half-Life 2, since it's being troublesome anyway. The hell's it doing? I'll try opening it once more, and if it still doesn't work, then fuck it. I guess it's just not a great example map anymore, if it ever was. Nope, that's not gonna work. Well, that's kind of an anticlimactic way to end, but I am done here for one more stream. As always though, there will always be more maps. This list is not running out anytime soon. That said, I am getting disturbingly far through the numbers, so yeah, whatever. Yeah, I will keep chopping away at it, and everyone gets to enjoy the results. The ID numbers are strangely not very correlated to the actual page numbers. Like, I think I'm Actually, what page am I up to now? Let's go ahead and take a look. Close all these other stuff. Filter, lowest date. I think I'm around page 80. It might be short. No, I definitely haven't seen this. Yes, okay. I've downloaded up to page 78 out of 174. Yeah, the ID numbers are unreliable way of measuring that, because even though, what was the number of the last map I looked at? Paragraph scene. Yeah, even though the ID number I'm up to, ID number wise, is 3,729. The ID numbers themselves, that is well over halfway. But it's not over halfway of the page numbers, because there is a hell of a lot of skip numbers early on from maps that were deleted or so on. I mean, I can't control whether or not people took their maps down and put them back up, but this is the closest I can get. Even if it was re-uploaded, the ID numbers and the date would be non-accurate, because I don't think those things are separated. Anyway, I'm done here. I will be back on Saturday, depending on... No, actually, I think it is Saturday most of the world. Whatever. Night all. Or morning, I suppose. I don't know where you live.